Alrighty, ladies and gents, hello and welcome to another Trivia at Home. Trivs at Home, actually, is what we actually call it. And I am your host, the People's Wolf, Jeremy-Hallam. Lovely to see you all. It is an Aussie-themed trivia tonight. I've got my little bandana on. We've got the Australia posted up the top. Getting excited for an Australian-themed trivia going on tonight. Hello, Karen Graham, Julie Retallick, JD, over in the face. As always, welcome. Just hit midday in Melbourne, if that's where you are watching from. Well, that's where Mum's watching from. Karen Graham, I'm unsure whereabouts are you located. Are you Sydney, I believe? So you're a similar time zone to you. But yeah, good evening to everybody. Your pleasure to have you all here. So I appreciate through, by the way, because the webcam mic webcam microphones, so hopefully looks like the sound there. It looks like so that's good for you. Said, say it sounds going in and out. I hope down here really strange. Through it should be coming through for you guys. I don't know why it is not. A second. What? Good. Let's see. It's saying it sounds. Your give me a sec. The microphone here, maybe I need to what okay. I think it actually was the monitor wasn't now actually off, so now it should be okay. Oh dear. Really strange. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm just playing with some settings to see what's actually going on here. Yeah, I thought there was an actual mic on this webcam, but if there isn't, instead, not that. Alright, how's that? Ooh, that sounds pretty loud there. How's the audio there for you guys? Does that make any difference? Can you hear me now? Is the audio coming through? I've just thrown it across so that way it's coming through my laptop as opposed to the webcam. So obviously the soundbar down here was not actually letting me know that it was coming through. It's just got a little soundbar saying that there's noise. Seems fine, which is great. Okay, so we're going to go with my laptop. microphone as opposed to the webcam one. So that's strange. Maybe there isn't even one on it. I don't even know. There was an option to use it, so I tried that. And, well, I guess that wasn't working out. But hey, good to see you. Sorry again for the mishap. Welcome once again, everybody, to Karen, to Julie, to everybody watching. And apologies for the audio mix-up at the start. Hopefully the mic coming through now is a-okay with the screen. I was saying that Marissa's got her actual professional mic because she's doing some recording in the other room, so I'm going back to using my laptop mic. We did used to have a little one that you could plug into your phone when I did these streams on my phone before we moved over to OBS and did everything on the laptop, but Ann Ross says, can hear me loud and clear. Awesome, Ann Ross. I'd love to see you in here too. Thanks for joining. That's awesome. But yeah, so good to see that the microphones, everything is working. Yes, by all means, everyone chat and encourage each other. Give me 2 seconds. I need some sort of sweat towel. I am sweating quite a bit here. I need to dab myself throughout this because it is an absolute scorcher of a week here in California, guys. It is crazy, and we can't have the AC on while I'm doing this because it messes with the audio because you can hear it all blowing in and it makes distractions on the audio. So unfortunately I can't do this with AC on, so I'm going to work up a sweat just by standing here and hosting trivia for you guys. So I hope you appreciate that. But yeah, it's up in the 35s and reaching up to 38s by the weekend, I believe. So exciting. I'm definitely going in the pool tomorrow because this is ridiculous. But this is a trivia night. This is what I'm here for. I'm hosting trivia, so yes, that's what we're here for. So again, welcome everybody. Now I'm going to quickly go through a how to play option. Now, when I move into the next screens, the microphone auxiliary should hopefully be just added on and continued in all of them, but if not, I may quickly go in and change that setting, but just bear with me. If I bring in around 1, 2, 3, 4 screens and audio doesn't come at the start, I will get on top of that, okay? I'm just hoping that because I've done it here, it'll just apply to the rest of the actual scenes that I have set up for this whole OBS software. But yeah, so how to play, for those who have never been here before, welcome. It is 4 rounds of trivia. We are doing an Aussie themed trivia today, or tonight, or this morning, or wherever you're watching this from. There's 10 questions per round. You get 1 point per correct answer. And Ross says we're freezing there over in Melbourne. I know, the weather is literally the opposite to what we're having here. It's crazy. I've been keeping track of the weather, what it's like back home in Melbourne as opposed to home here, and it's literally polar opposites. It's crazy, 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 crazy. I hope you guys are keeping warm, rugging up, staying safe. But yeah, so 1 point per correct answer, no points lost for any incorrect answers. We get breaks between each round, so if you need to stock up on food, snacks, maybe grab a drink. I have my drink here. It is a whiskey and soda. It's not the best because I actually ran out of mixers, so I'm using like a soda, which is kind of bland, but I squeezed some lemon into it, and that kind of helped a little bit, so it's kind of nice. Oh, Mum says you're at Cape. Down at Cape. Oh, I miss Cape Patterson. I would love to be down at Cape. Such a beautiful place. Say hi to Cape for me. Give it a big hug. Just run out of the beach and just give the sand a big hug for me, because I miss that beach. But yeah, so we encourage team and solo play. So regardless of where you are, you can play this with your friends if you're living with them, or if you're at home with family, or regardless of house friends, house acquaintances, house buddies, people you pay rent with, whatever. Get them involved, you can play together, that's what it's for. Or you can just play solo. If you think you can do it all on your own, that's totally fine, and do that as well. And you're going to be sending the answers to me at the end of each round. Now, the way you do that is either through the Facebook Messenger option, by screenshotting your answers and sending them through to me, or you can use the Google Form link, which is in the title descriptions for pretty much all the videos, or in the descriptions. So either the titles, the descriptions, and I can also put them in the chat windows for anybody who also needs those too. So that way everyone can get answers to me. So even if those on Facebook, you can use the Google form as well. You don't have to actually do the screenshot option. It's totally up to you. It's just a nice little answer sheet. It tells you where to put your team name, choose the round number you're submitting for, and then enter the corresponding answers in the corresponding boxes, and then click submit form, and that's that round done. Just obviously make sure you keep up to date with changing the round numbers as we progress, so we know which answers are for which particular rounds. And that is how it works. Now, we've still got the donations down here for the Black Lives Matter movement. So if you're in the US, you can check out the top website there to find out how you can help and donate. If you're in Australia, the middle one here with the justice.org.au is that one there. So you can find out some information how you can help out back home in Oz. Or if you don't have any money but you still want to try and help out anyway, if you look at this YouTube link here, that'll actually just give you like a bit of information on stuff, and if you just let that play through, all the ads that play, the proceeds from those ads are donated to it. So simple, you just leave that on play, and you can walk away from your computer or your device or whatever you're watching it on, and you're doing your part. Simple, very easy going, very straightforward. But that's how that works, ladies and gents. So that's all very exciting. Now I'm going to jump on and bring up round 1 screen. Now hopefully the mic continues on to the next scene, because I've just done this while we're doing it live. If it doesn't, bear with me and I will get it up and running again now that I know what I'm doing. So let's try it out and see what happens. Alright, in round 1, it looks like it's coming through. So is the audio still coming through on your end, guys? It looks like... Whoop, didn't want to do an output. How about now? Is that all good? Is the audio still coming through A-OK for the round 1 page? Because the way OBS works is it's split up in different scenes, so then I can just like push buttons and have everything pop up on the screens at different times. So that's how it all works, which is very nice and exciting. So good to hear. That's fantastic. Well, I think it's what we're looking at. We're looking at 7-Eleven over here, not as in the petrol station or gas station or servo or whatever that is, but yes, it is 7-Eleven as in time-wise, so obviously 12-11 or 11-11 or wherever it is 11 where you're watching this. Oh, look, it could be like 41. I know there's a half-hour difference between some places. That's kind of cool too. But yes, so we're going to go through, and it's going to be Australia-themed. It is a Name That TV Show. So the questions are going to appear down here in this blue box below. So they're going to have visual as well as audio, me reading them to you. Now, I will say, do not put the answers in the comments, guys. No putting answers, no spoilers in the comments. Use a pen and paper or note-taking app device to keep track of your answers. Especially if you're using the Google form, you need to keep reference of your answers because you'll be scoring your own scores. The reason why you send me the answers is at the very end of this whole trivia, you'll be sending me through your final scores, and with all the answers you previously sent, I double check. So I'm like a proof checker at the very end to make sure that everyone's math adds up and my math adds up, and it keeps me, you know, lets me work on math as well while we're here. Can't just do hosting, I've got to do some math as well. So yeah, so that's why I tell you guys to make sure to keep copies of your Google form answers before submitting them. Maybe take a picture of them or write them down on a piece of paper and then send that through. And of course, sending the answers at the end of each round. We've also got a little tip jar up here for our PayPals, myself and Risa Mei. So if you guys enjoy the trivia that we do and put on for you guys and the performances that Risa does, then you can show us a little bit of love by donating to any of those PayPal or Venmo options right there. Very simple, very straightforward, and we all appreciate what you guys give. Even if it's just your love, that's totally fine too. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the trivia, ladies and gents. Question number 1 is this. I was on Channel 9. I ran for 27 years. I had a memorable screen partner and sidekick who went by the name Aussie Ostrich. Now, what else I need to mention about these particular themed questions? All of these questions tonight actually came as a submission from my brother. My younger brother, Travis, he wanted to help out and thought, you know what, I've seen that you've been putting all these trivia nights on for ages, so I want to, you know, maybe help you out and see what it's like writing up all these trivia questions. So he did an entire Australia-themed one. So I had to alter things to match, obviously, the format that we've got going on here, because he gave me originally just 4 rounds of text-based questions, so I had to alter some and change little bits and pieces to make him into a picture round and multiple choice round and stuff as well. But yeah, this all came from him, so very grateful for that. I appreciate you sending through trivia questions for me to, debut. So thanks, Trav. These are all on you. So there we go. I had some help from the brother there. Family sticking together. The Aussie family right there. But yes, I was on Channel 9. Not me. Well, I was, but years ago. I ran for 27 years. I had a memorable screen partner and sidekick who went by the name Aussie Ostrich. Funnily enough, I was on this particular show. I appeared on this show. How funny is that? I wasn't even meaning to say that, but why not? Alrighty, question number 2 now is this. I'm on Channel 10 on Ramsey Street. Do you want the show or the person? Oh, I wanted the show. So it's Name the TV Show. So the name of the theme for the trivia is up here. Name the TV show. Alright. So for those who don't know what we're wanting for here, up for each round there'll be the actual theme of the round or what to do up here. Alright. So this one is the Name the TV Show round. So I want the name of the TV show. Number 2, I'm on Channel 10 on Ramsey Street. I've been around now for 35 years. Over this time, I've become good friends with the people on the street. What is the name of the show? Name of the TV show. So yes, we have a name of that TV show. Hiromi, welcome. Kobashi, good to see you. We're doing some trivia. All Australia themed. Yeah, buddy, hence the bandana. Very cool bandana. And also because it's hot, so it's kind of preventing sweat from dripping down my head. But yes, name that TV show for round 1 here. Number 3 now. You can find me on the Channel 7 networks. 32 to 33 years. I was told it was 32 years, so I guess I was corrected on that. But I guess this would be the 33rd year for this show being on air. And I have heaps of drama by the Bay, and I'm filmed in New South Wales. Rock Ultra joins us over on Twitch. Kenneth Hallam also joins us on Facebook. Welcome to the both of you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Rock Ultra says, g'day, and it's over in the UK, buddy. It's 3:15 there, where you are. Well, you have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. Get some sleep, good sir. But I do appreciate you tuning into these. I know you've tuned into a few of them, and it's always been super late over in the UK, but appreciate the tuning in. Kenneth Hallam, my father. Hello there, Dad. Welcome. We're doing some Australia-themed trivia. You got to name that TV show. Don't stress that we're on question 3. We have question repeats that pop up at the end of each round. So even if you've missed anything, or if you want to double-check answers, we have an opportunity to go back and you can double-check questions that have happened in this round. But this one is, you can find me on the Channel 7 networks, 33 years on the air, and offer heaps of drama by the Bay. I'm filmed in New South Wales. Now remember, no answers in the comments. You can put joke answers if you like, and have a bit of interaction in the comments. I don't mind that. Just don't put any spoiler answers in the comments, guys. Because it is trivia, we're here to have a bit of friendly competition. Question number 4 now is this. I was a children's program. I launched in 1995 on Channel 10 and was on in the morning before school. This show stopped at the end of 2004. I definitely watched this program. I remember watching this program. That's also because I was still a child back in 1995. And I think in the mornings before school, I was at the morning care that we had to, because Mum would go to work and drop us off there a little bit before school started. Well, I'm glad you appreciate the love, mate. It says, love you, bro, for doing these nights. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy it. I mean, feel free to play it when you wake up. I know it's late, so I mean, this stays up on Twitch and stuff for, I think, 2 weeks they stay up for. So you can literally test your knowledge on Australia when you wake up. If you can't play tonight, that's totally fine. Yeah, I definitely watched this TV show program when I was growing up as a kid. Number 5 now. One of the most popular TV shows. Running for 18 years on Channel 9. Based around gardening and outdoors. Had a catchy tune about gum trees, plum trees, and a veranda out the back. These questions, eh? These questions. If you're an Australian, you should do very, very well with these, I think. I think you should do very, very well. Bringing back memories having these questions pop up. It's very exciting. Awesome, awesome questions. Speaking of awesome, cheers, guys, by the way. For those who are having a drink. I am able to. It is scorching over here. If I wasn't actually getting this trivia ready for today, I would have been in the pool, but I was setting up for this stuff, so I will go for a swim tomorrow. Or maybe I'll quickly just jump in after this, because it's boiling right now. Be a bit dark, but that's okay. It's only the backyard. It's not like I don't know where I'll be. I'll literally be out the back. There's no veranda out the back, though. Not for this show here. Number 6 now. Still on the air after 33 years. I'm only on weekends and finish at 5 AM. I like to play music and art, and I'm aired through the ABC network. Rock Ultra says the great indoors. Indeed, the great indoors. The great indoors. What a show. Right? See, joke answers. I appreciate joke answers. Joke answers are great. Always welcome a good joke answer. Sometimes I even reward points for joke answers. But if I do that, there's only 1 per round. You can't just give me 10 joke answers if you don't know the answers to stuff. As hilarious as that could be for me, because I get some good laughs, but we are here to, you know, the point of trivia is sometimes it is a little bit random and tricky to test your knowledge. But yeah, still now, after 33 years, I'm running on weekends and finish at 5 AM. I like to play music and art, and I'm aired through the ABC network. Question 6 here. Number 7 now. I was in the 7 network. Oh, I didn't even mean for that to work. A small Victorian town with stories of policing and day-to-day living. I also have a dog breed with the same name as me. Could be a bit of a hint. So obviously the name of the TV show is the same as a dog breed. So if you think of remembering an Australian TV show that had the same kind of name as a dog breed, then you'd be bang on. You'd be able to figure this one out. Alright, I'm actually going to sit on this stool that I have here, because I'm pretty sure I can. And this shouldn't affect the size, or it will a little bit. I'll have to adjust the camera accordingly. That's alright. I'm just going to slide this stool in. It's also a little bit more comfy. If I can just tilt the camera up a tad. Boom! And you still get my Aussie head in the shot. My Aussie head. That's literally what I'm calling it. Alright. 7 Network, a small Victorian town with stories of policing and day-to-day living. I also have a dog breed with the same name as me. Question number 8 now. Moving on. 682 episodes, airing from 1979 to 1986 on Channel 10. These high-security women's shows was filled with radical themes, corruption, and became quite successful with remakes and sequels to follow. 692 episodes, airing from 1979 to 1986 on Channel 10. This really, that's how many episodes? I just reading that out loud should have maybe fact checked. Maybe it was 96. I don't know, but we'll go with 86 for now. If it is 96, I apologize for that incorrect one. But 692 episodes in, that's like almost an episode every day. Well, not really. It's a little more spaced out, but maybe it was that popular. Maybe they had quite a few episodes. But yes, this high-security women's show was filled with radical themes, corruption, and became quite successful with remakes and sequels to follow. Question number 8 here. Almost at the end of the first round, guys. Name the TV show is what we're looking for. Aussie-themed round. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. That's kind of cool. I can just duck my head down to pop that in, and then put it back up again. Just in case you need to know, what the theme is. It almost is matching kind of where the Australia word is above me. Question number 9. Beginning in 1979, a copy of a US television news magazine show. I air on Sunday nights and go for exactly 1 hour, reporting on top stories. Beginning in 1979, a copy of a US television news magazine show. I air on Sunday nights and go for exactly 1 hour, reporting on top stories. Remember to name that TV show round. Name that TV show. Do 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 do. Yep, just making my own jingles to my own trivia stuff. I was kind of hoping that the light setup that I have for the back had a yellow, so I could do green and yellow for the green and gold Aussie colours, but it's the closest we got is white, so that's the colour that I've gone for the background right now. And the last question, number 10 for this particular round, a children's cartoon. I'm your Australian koala, with only a limited series, but very popular. I have many animal friends like Nutsy Koala, Flap Platypus, Splodge Kangaroo, and more. Name the TV show. Name this popular kids TV show. That's what we're looking for here. Children's cartoon, I'm your Australian koala, with only a limited series, but very popular. Animal friends like Nutsy Koala, Flap Platypus, Splodge Kangaroo, and more. There actually were more names, but I couldn't fit them all in that little question box, so I just included the first 3. Alright guys, so that is the end of round 1. So what's going to happen after this is that there'll be a question repeat option. So you guys will be able to double check questions that were said, or maybe you came maybe halfway through or partway through this round, and you get the questions that you missed, or just double checking your answers. So that's what's going to pop up on the screen, and then straight after that, we're going to launch into a break. Now during that break is when you guys will be sending me your answers to round 1, which is what we just did, the Name That TV Show round. So make sure you send that through to me using a Google form link, which I can post actually in all the chat windows for you guys if you like, and that way everyone can see. Whoop, again. Submit your answers at this link. That's what I want to copy. Perfect. And we can put that in everywhere we need to do it for those who want to use the Google form link. So I'll post that in the Facebook chat. Although Facebook, you can use the messenger option, just screenshot your answers if you've written them down. That's how those will work. But for everyone else on YouTube and Twitch and Mixer, I'm posting it now in the chat window for you guys, so that way you get a copy of it and can send it if you like. But yes, so submit your answers via the Google form or the Facebook Messenger option. Question repeats coming right up. We're going to launch into a break, and then when we come back, we'll go through the answers to round 1 before moving into round 2, which is our multiple choice round. That's right, we always have a multiple choice round and a picture round for this trivia, so they're always fun and exciting, so we're looking forward to that. But yeah, enjoy the break, guys. We'll be back very soon with the answers to round 1. Here's the question repeats before we launch into the break. Back soon, guys. Okay, ladies and gents, we are back. Welcome back. Round 1 answers. Thank you to those who have sent them through to me. If you still need to send them through, you've probably got about another 30 seconds or so before we start going through the answers to round 1's questions. And just a reminder, we do have 4 rounds of trivia tonight. They are all Australia themed. So this first round was about naming the TV show. The second round that we will be doing after we go through the answers to this is about Aussie slang. Aussie slang, and it's all going to be multiple choice questions. So it'll be multiple choice on trying to guess what particular Aussie slang actually means. So that's what round 2 is going to be about. The third one is going to be a picture round on a Who Am I? So this one's a little bit different. So I've got silhouette pictures of the actual famous Aussie people, but I've also got some text descriptions to help you guys out. So rather than just the silhouette pictures, because it would have been a little bit tricky with just silhouettes, so it was kind of hard to find those out. So we got some text descriptions as well as a silhouette. So picture round with a little bit of text. So that's what we're going with for round 3. And then round 4 is the confidence round, which is an anything and everything goes in regards to Australia-related trivia. So that's what's going to be the themes for the trivia. So, without further ado, guys, let's go through the answers to round 1. Thanks once again for all those guys and girls who sent through their answers. Let's go through them, and you can see how well you did. Question number 1 was, I was on Channel 9. I ran for 27 years. I had a memorable screen partner and sidekick who went by the name Aussie Ostrich. And I mentioned I was also on this show at one point. I did an appearance on Red Faces, and the show is called Hey Hey It's Saturday. Hey Hey It's Saturday is the answer we're looking for here for number 1. Question number 2 now. I'm on Channel 10 on Ramsay Street. I've been around now for 35 years. Over this time, I've become good friends with the people on the street. Or this would be Neighbours. The show Neighbours is what we're looking for number 2. Number 3, you can find me on the Channel 7 networks, 33 or 32 to 33 years, coming up to 33 years, on air and offer heaps of drama by the Bay. I'm filmed in New South Wales. This would be Home and Away. TV show Home and Away. That's right. I remember watching, actually, all these shows growing up as a kid. Well, mainly the second and third one. Hey Hey Saturday was more something I watched a little bit towards later in life. But, yeah, I'll definitely watch Neighbours and Home and Away when I was growing up, that's for sure. Number 4, I was a children's program. I launched in 1995 on Channel 10 and was on in the morning before school. This show stopped at the end of 2004. This would be Cheese TV. Cheese TV. Cheese TV. I think it was something like that, the jingle for the song. Yeah, I remember watching that before school as well. I used to watch Dragon Ball on that. I used to watch X-Men, and I believe Pokemon was on there too. And yeah, no, I was a big fan of that show. Just go to my morning care when Mum dropped me off before she went to work. I'll get my glass of apple juice and put my beanbag in front of the TV, and boom, happy days before what started school. Alright, question 5. One of the most popular TV shows running for 18 years on Channel 9, based around gardening and outdoors. It had a catchy tune about gum trees, plum trees, and a veranda out the back. That would be Burke's Backyard. Burke's Backyard, popular gardening show. Very well known if you're an Australian. Burke's Backyard. Number 6, still on air after 33 years. I'm only on weekends and finish at 5 a.m. I like to play music and arts. I am aired through the ABC network. Well, that would be the show Rage. Rage is a music show, or music and arts show. It's been going on for years. Number 7 now. I was on the 7 network, a small Victorian town a Victorian town with stories of policing and day-to-day living. I also have a dog breed with the same name. Well, that would be Blue Heelers for question 7. Blue Heelers. For number 7 there. Question number 8 now. 692 episodes airing from 1979 to 1986 on Channel 10. The high security women's shows was filled with radical themes, corruption, and became quite successful with remakes and sequels to follow. Well, this was the show Prisoner, commonly known as Prisoner Cell Block H. So Prisoner or Prisoner Cell Block H is what we're looking for question number 8 here. Question number 9. Beginning in 1979, a copy of the US television news magazine show. I air on Sunday nights and I go for exactly 1 hour, reporting on top stories. Well, this would be 60 Minutes. 60 minutes is the show there that we were looking for, and the answer for number 9. And number 10, a children's cartoon. I am your Australian koala with only a limited series but very popular. I have many animal friends like Nutty Koala, Flat Platypus, Spolodge Kangaroo, and more. The name of the show was Blinky Bill. Blinky Bill. If I just sit here and blink for a while. Except my name's not Bill, so that would be Blinky Jeremy. That's not how it sounds. Doesn't rhyme. Doesn't sound good. There's no alliteration. So Blinky Bill. Blinky Bill for number 10 there. So those were the answers to round 1. Hopefully you guys did well. Remember, you're scoring your own answers. You'll be sending your answers to me at the end of each round, but you'll be doing your own scoring. And then I'm double checking all that at the very end of the night. So with that in mind, ladies. Whoops. Round 2 now. Sorry. We're going to move on to round 2. I think the mic just decided to cut out because it was the last thing I pushed as I pushed spacebar. Of course, that's happened before, but I was quick onto it this time. But yeah, so we're going to move on to round 2, guys. So grab a new sheet of paper if you're using the Facebook Messenger option, or just keep in mind you're going to remember your answers when you submit them using the Google Forms. So, round 2. That's right, a little bit of a different screen here. Look at that. Exciting. Yeah. Awesome. Alright, everything's still working great with the audio, which is awesome. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, we're going into Aussie Slang. Aussie Slang, and it is multiple choice, guys. Multiple choice. So, even if you're not from Australia, and you're just like, what is that word? What is that slang that they are using? Well, good news for you. It's going to be up on the actual screen for you guys. So, over here is where it's going to be appearing for multiple choice options. Questions still down there, and then multiple choice options over to the side. So, let's have a look at question 1, just to give you guys an idea of how the layout's going to be and what's going to look like. So, question number 1 is this, a cold one. So, the Aussie slang for a cold one, is it A, a beer, is it B, a fridge, C, a rude person, or D, iced tea? So, the Aussie slang, match it to its appropriate multiple choice option. Well, the ice in this is already melted and it's starting to get well, it's still cold, but it's starting to get cool as opposed to cold. That is crazy. That's how hot it is here, guys. How hot it is. Can't use the AC while we're doing this because it messes with the audio. So I've just got to survive in this heat. Got my sweat towel next to me. Again, color matches my headband, which is also keeping the sweat from dripping down into my face. But yeah, lovely, right? Lovely, lovely. But yeah, so cold one. Is it a beer, fridge, rude person, or iced tea? Aussie slang round. That's what we're doing here. Aussie slang. Aussie slang. Alright, question number 2 now is this. Budgie smugglers. What? What are budgie smugglers? Is it a birdhouse? Is it a gym bag? Is it Speedos, or is it an aeroplane? Aussie slang, budgie smugglers. Is it birdhouse, gym bag, Speedos, or an aeroplane? That's what we're looking at here. Kerry, fantastic. Thank you for sending through your answers. Hopefully you're playing for the next one. We've got round 2 going on now. 4 rounds of trivia here. We're in the Aussie slang round. So I appreciate you sending through answers to me. Awesome. Awesome, I got your answers, thank you very much. I got those who sent them through on the Google form as well, so I appreciate that. Yeah, moving into round 2 now. Round 2 is Aussie slang multiple choice. Question 2, budgie smugglers. Is it a birdhouse, gym bag, Speedos, or aeroplane? Number 2 there, number 2. Number 3, a dunny. What is a dunny? Is it a hat, a toilet, a holiday house, or Dunlop tires? I want to put both spellings of tires in there for my worldwide audience, depending on where you're from and how you actually spell the word tires. I'm catering to everybody. Well, I'm trying to. Even though it is an Aussie-themed trivia, but that's alright. We're here to learn. Trivia's all about fun facts and learning some cool stuff too. This one is going to be about Australia. Or if you already know it all, then it's just a fun thing to just see how much you know about Australia already, which is awesome. Super awesome. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, dunny. Is it a hat, toilet, holiday house, or Dunlop tires? Question number 4 now. Pissed. Is it a trampoline, bedwetter, outhouse, or intoxicated? Aussie slang word pissed. What does it mean? Trampoline, bedwetter, outhouse, or intoxicated? Loving it, guys. Good stuff. Almost halfway through the Aussie Slang round. Getting through these nicely. The Aussie Slang pissed, it means what? Trampoline, bedwetter, outhouse, or intoxicated? Number 5, rooted. Is it a prostitute? Is it tired or broken, stubborn, or a tree? If you're rooted, does it mean a prostitute, tired / broken, stubborn, or tree? Which one does it mean? You have to let me know which one you think it is. Yeah, because Risa Mei is doing a performance, well, not performance, she's using her mic to do an audition, I believe. She unfortunately won't be performing tonight, so she will hopefully be back on Friday. Hopefully. She's keeping herself busy with auditions and stuff, so that's exciting. Yeah, she'll be back hopefully on Friday singing for you guys during some of these breaks. Otherwise, just trivia and just me. Yeah, this guy. What has 2 thumbs and an Aussie headband on? This guy. Alright, number 6 now. A sanger. What is a sanger? A sanger. Is it a car, sandwich, beach, or customer? Car, sandwich, beach, or customer? Karen Graham says, I hope you're asking about a dog's eye. A dog's eye. Interesting. Is that another slang term for something that in one of the previous questions? You have to let me know what that means when we get to go through the answers, Kaz. Kaz. Let me, I'm doing the Aussie shortening people's names. Kaz for Karen. Yeah, sanger. Car, sandwich, beach, or customer. Number 6 here. Number 7, a servo. A servo. What is a servo? Is it a shopping centre, a drink bottle, petrol station, or motorcycle? Servo. What do you think a servo is? Trust me, a lot of my American friends get so confused when I use this one over here. It just goes rump right over their heads. They got no idea. I may know, Karen. I'm just trying to remember what the references were. So when you tell me, I may be like, oh yeah, I have called it that. But it could be just a different term. Or maybe, as I've learned, I didn't even know until I went overseas and worked in Japan that different Australians in different states of Australia have different slang and terminology for stuff. So, and even sound differently. I just thought we all sounded the same. That's how, like, strange and silly I was. Until I met others from different states of Australia and whatnot. I heard them speak and we hung out and yeah, so maybe it's a different thing because you're from the Gold Coast, so it could just be another term that it's a Gold Coastian thing, not a Melburnian, which is what I am. Yeah, servo, shopping centre, drink bottle, petrol station, or motorcycle. Number 7 then. Number 8, tucker. What is tucker? Is it food, blanket, bed, or wheel? And Carrie Ann says smoko time. Smoko time. Well, there will be question repeats if you need them. Providing you're back. Or you can wait like 3 minutes, 2 minutes even, maybe less. And we're about to have another break at the end of the round anyway, Kez. So, Kerry, I've worn this over in Australia. I got it there, and I've worn it plenty of times. I've worn it actually when I've been competing in like the World War Games and stuff. I'm all for it, mate. Australia Day, I've worn it plenty of times on Australia Day. I'll wear it, I don't care. Elise, good to see you. Welcome. We're doing trivia at home. It's an Australian-themed trivia round. Well, trivia night, actually, or day, depending on where you're viewing this from. But yeah, so it's multiple choice round. We're doing Aussie Slang. There will be question repeats at the end of the round, so don't stress that you've missed some of the earlier questions. They will pop up again, and you can reference them if you want to join in and play for a little bit. Totally welcome to. We encourage it. Have a bit of fun with us. But yes, number 8 here. Tucker. Does it mean food, blanket, bed, or wheel? Number 9, fair dinkum. Fair dinkum. Is it sad, a confirmation, no, or angry? Fair dinkum. Fair dinkum. Aussie slang. Fair dinkum. What do you think it means? Sad, confirmation, no, angry? Karen says food or Al Capone. Oh, yeah, that's in regards to the different sayings that I was mentioning earlier. Sorry, the chat got scrolled up a little bit. So I missed all that. Oh, dog's eye is meat pie. Oh, that's kind of like the dead horse being sauce, right? But I didn't know they were Australian things or just like, what are they? What's the word for those things? That's not really slang. It's another term for those descriptions. Isn't it? It's not really Aussie slang. It's like, not a localism. No, it's a... I can't think of what it's called, but I think it's a different term. I don't think it's Aussie slang. There's another word for those. For those. I know what you mean, though. Like, yeah, dead horse sauce and all that kind of stuff. Dog's eye, meat pie. Maybe I'll do it when we do Australia 2.0. Australia 2.0, I'll have a round based on those. I think it's a different word for what they are, but I'll see. Yeah, we'll do a round on those. And number 10, last question for this one, a durry. What is a durry? Is it socks, water slide, cigarette, or a toilet? A durry. Socks, water slide, cigarette, or a toilet? Get him, Karen, Kerry says. Kerry and Karen both teaming up on me here. Al Capone is the phone. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that one. I mean, it makes sense. Now that, I mean, they're pretty much rhyming words, or rhyming slang. Maybe that's what it is, rhyming slang. Not necessarily Aussie slang, but rhyming slang, I think is what it is. I think there's even maybe a term for that. But, yeah, Al Capone, phone, dog's eye, meat pie, dead horse, sauce. It's rhyming slang. So I'll do a rhyming slang round somewhere. I'll pop it in somewhere. PS number 10, durry, socks, water slide, cigarette, or toilet? But yeah, so that is the end of round 2, guys. So hopefully if I do this, I'm going to mute the mic. No, it's not. It's going to keep everything sweet. Alright, so once again, send your answers through to me, whether it's the Facebook Messenger screenshot or you're writing them down option. You can go by that. If you're doing this via Twitch or YouTube or Mixer, use the Google Form link and send your answers through to me via that. It's just you choose which round number you're doing. Keep your team name consistent, so that way I know your team names that you've chosen. Choose the correct round number and then put in the corresponding answers to the corresponding questions and then click submit. Now coming right up will be question repeats again for this particular round, the multiple choice Aussie slang round. That's right, Aussie slang. Yeah, mate. Yeah, buddy. Come on. Woo. Yeah, I'm just going to throw random Aussie words whenever I can. But yeah, so the question repeats will be coming up and then we're going to launch into a break for round 2. So again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys did well. Here come the question repeats and we'll see you right after the break. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back. We are about to go through round two's answers. Now, I've updated the break screen by the way, what is by the way, with the July schedule. So that way you guys can have a look and see the upcoming trivia nights and dates and themes that are actually going to be for this month of July. So that way you guys got a heads up if you've got some interesting topics that you see in there that you're like, oh my god, that's going to be amazing. Or if you know some friends and family or work colleagues that'll be like, hey, I know some friends that would enjoy some trivia, they're really good at such and such, or they watch the show such and such, or they're good with this, then you can let them know, because this is all public. I've put it public on my Facebook page, it's on my Twitch, it's on my YouTube, so anyone can play from wherever they are. But yes, now the schedule's up there for you guys to look at, get a feel for, know what's coming up, and what kind of questions and stuff you'll be in, I guess, coming up with, in line for. In line for? What am I even trying to say that? Coming up in the actual dates. I'm fumbling over my words here, that's totally fine. But yeah, so the July schedule is there for you guys to learn and maybe study. You can study up, that's what I was trying to say, study up. So you can study up for the upcoming trivia nights, that's what I was trying to say. See, took me a little while, but that's okay, that's fine. That's fun. That's what we do here, guys. We're on a journey together. You guys are with me on this journey, and I appreciate you being here. Alright, let's go through the answers now to round two's questions for the Aussie Slang. Yeah, mate. Cold one. A cold one, is it a beer, a fridge, a rude person, or iced tea? Well, a cold one is a beer. Cold one is a beer is what we're looking for here. Cold one, beer. So that's what we're looking for here. Question number one there. Now, everything... Okay. Yeah, cold one there. So just checking all the audio stuff. Everything's coming through okay on the audio side of things, hopefully. Yes, a cold one is what we're looking for here. Question number two now. Well, sorry, question number one was beer. Number two was budgie smugglers. Budgie smugglers, guys. What are budgie smugglers? Well, you guys should know what they are. But they are indeed Speedos. Speedos. So the underwear bathers. I don't even know if Speedos is another term or another slang that we call them. But Speedos, yes, the underwear bathers that guys wear. So rather than the board shorts or the boardies, it will be the underwear. So, hey, Harry Gandalf chiming in over on Twitch. Hello, good sir. Welcome. We're doing Australia-themed trivia, mate. Hence the bandana headband we got going on here. It's all Aussie stuff. So you're about to learn some Aussie slang, my good friend. So Harry Gandalf over in Twitch just joining the stream now. Welcome. But yeah, budgie smugglers are speedos for number 2 there. It's also a brand name. Well, there you go as well. It's also a brand name. Number 3. Yes, Harry Gandalf, you're about to start saying. You better start saying all these Aussie slang words. Confuse your friends. Trust me, a lot of the Americans do not get our Aussie slang. So you can go out like totally wise and just drop Aussie slang on them, and they'll just be like, "What are you saying?" And it will just be amazing. But yeah, so the dunny. The dunny. What is the dunny? Is it a hat, toilet, holiday house, or Dunlop tires? Well, no, the dunny is a toilet. We call the dunny the toilet. Oh, sorry, a toilet the dunny. But yes, so the Aussie slang for dunny is toilet. Toilet there for number 3 here. Number 4, pissed. If you're pissed, are we referencing a trampoline, a bedwetter, an outhouse, or intoxicated? Well, if you're pissed, it means you are intoxicated, or otherwise known as drunk. So he's pissed, he's had too much to drink, or he's had too much of piss, he's been on the piss. Yep, we use that term for drinking or getting drunk. He's on the piss, drinking too much piss, he's pissed. It means intoxicated or drunk. That's exactly what it is. So he's on the alcohol, he's drinking. There you go. So that's what it is there. Learning the Aussie slang, guys. It's educational. Educational for everybody out there. Number 5 now. Rooted. Rooted. Is it a prostitute? Is it tired and broken? Is it stubborn? Or is it a tree? Well, rooted is actually tired or broken. It means you're buggered. It means you're tired, exhausted. It means you're rooted. So that's what it is. Not a bot. Hello there. Welcome. Unfortunately, you won't get any, good sir, but I appreciate the reference. But we're doing some trivia here. So come in and enjoy some trivia we've got going on here. We're doing Aussie-themed trivia. Aussie-themed trivia, very exciting. So rooted is tired or broken. Is what we're looking for here for Aussie slang. Number 6 now. Sanger. A sanger. Is it a car, a sandwich, a beach, or a customer? What do you think it could be? Well, it is indeed a sandwich. It's kind of half in the name. Half the name is the first 3 letters of actually what it is. It's a sandwich. So we call a sandwich a sanger. A sanger. So that's what we're looking for here for number 6. Number 7, a servo. Again, this one confuses many Americans over here. Is it a shopping center, a drink bottle, a petrol station, or a motorcycle? This one is, well, Harry Gandalf says, I'm feeling rooted. There we go, my American friend is already adopting this slang. Good work, buddy. Good work, buddy. I'm glad you are picking up this slang and using it. But yes, the servo, out of these 4 options, at a shopping center, drink bottle, petrol station, or motorcycle, it is a petrol station, or gas station, if you're from America. But yes, petrol station, we call it a servo, or service station. So we call them service stations back home in Australia, but we call them servos for short. So that's what we mean when we say servos. We gotta go fill up the car, go to the servo. Servo. That's the accent with it too, right there. Jesus, saying all these things is making my accent come out real strong. Not too strong, but, you know, stronger than usual. Especially considering I've been in LA for 2 years and a bit now. So, tucker. The word tucker. Does it mean food, blanket, bed, or wheel? Food, blanket, bed, or wheel for tucker. Well, tucker is actually food. Tucker is food, so it's like your tucker. What kind of tucker have you got there? What food have you got? So food is what question 8 is for tucker. So if you got some tucker there, you got some food. That's what it is. Number 9, fair dinkum. Fair dinkum. Now, is it sad, confirmation, no, or angry? Now, there's a few variations of this, and actually when my brother wrote these questions, and I put them into the multiple choice, he had it as, what did he have it as? Oh yes, honestly, yes, honestly. And I thought, well, it's not always just that meaning though, but it's more of a confirmation. It's actually a confirmation, so like, fair dinkum. Like, oh, fair dinkum, like if you're asking a question. Or, oh, fair dinkum, like you're confirming something, or are you asking something, so you're asking for confirmation or confirming something. So confirmation is the actual term for the Aussie slang of fair dinkum. So B is what we're looking for there for number 9. Fair dinkum. Fair dinkum, right? Fair dinkum. Who would have thought? Who could believe that? Well, fair dinkum. That's right, confirming that for you. And number 10, a durry. Is it socks, water slide, cigarette, or a toilet? Now this one is actually a cigarette, or having a smoke. Oh, Karen Graham also says you could have asked the Aussie version of a fanny pack for the USA players. Yes, I could have. So for bonus one there, thanks to Karen Graham, would be a bum bag. A bum bag is what we call it. Bum bag. A durry, we're looking for a cigarette or a smoke for this one here. For this one here. And Harry Gandalf says, Australian slang has me tripping. See? He's an American friend of mine, and just these are these particular Aussie slang words. There are a lot. Trust me, Harry Gandalf, there are so many more than this. These were just some favourites. There are so many more. I'll have to introduce you to a lot more of them. But we'll do it gradually in stages, because I don't want to overwhelm you. But yes, a durry is a cigarette or a smoke. Karen Graham got 10 out of 10 for round 2. Of course you did. You're an Aussie. You should have. If any Australians didn't get 10 out of 10 for this particular round, well, I would be ashamed of you. I'll send you back to Aussie school and get back in your kangaroos and ride them sitting in their pouches to work. Yes, that's right. I've also confused some American friends that Australians ride kangaroos to schools. We sit in their pouches and that's how we get to and from school. We don't. We really don't. It's not a thing. But I'm so glad that I've had people believe me when I've tried to say that. So thank you to those who have believed me. And there you go. I just spoiled it. So sorry, Australian friends, if you're still running around on that and enjoying that. I appreciate that. But yes, no, I had to let them know. But yes, so those are the end of round 2. Kerry asked, what did you get for round 1? We're going to go, with round 1, I can let you know how you did because you got your answers a little bit late to me. But we do self-scoring for this. So everyone's self-scoring. So you're keeping a copy of your answers and doing the self-scoring. Hence, we go through the answers. So you self-score them. And then you're going to be sending me your final scores at the very end of the trivia. So since you didn't know that, because this is your first time playing, I can score yours and I'll let you know. But again, you won't know until the end of the night anyway. Because we don't do a round by round update. You guys be scoring your own answers. Then you're sending it to me at the end of the round. I double check everything's okay, and then I announce winners. Alright, so that's how it works here. So, ladies and gents, without further ado, that is round 2 down, which means picture time. That's right, we're moving on to the picture round, ladies and gents. So, I move on over. The mic is still working, which is great. I appreciate that. Background music's still on, which is awesome. So, picture round on famous Aussie icons. You should so do a trivia quiz on baby animal names. Baby animal names? I do have an Animal Kingdom round. If you look at the schedule, Karen, in the next break, in the break screen, down the bottom, I think Animal Kingdom is the last day of July, I believe. So I could maybe include a round on baby animal names. So that could be a round idea, because I haven't come up with the rounds yet, I've just come up with the themes. And Harry Gandalf says, unrelated, but I noticed that the Australian flag and the New Zealand look similar. Yes, they do. They do look similar. They are different, but they do look similar. We are both part of the Commonwealth, I believe, hence the similarities to that. And hello, Wadalgo over there. He's from Chile. Good to see you. An angry lad. Welcome to you guys on Twitch. Getting a few of you on Twitch now. We're going into round 3's trivia. If you guys feel like playing, all you need to do is just grab a pen and paper. And you're just going to be writing down your answers, and I can send the Google form links to you guys once again in the Twitch stream. That's easy enough to do, and that's how you'll be submitting your answers to me. So make a copy for yourselves, obviously, and then submit them using the Google Forms link that I'm sending through the chat right now. And then you guys can send through some answers to me for the next. We've still got 2 rounds of trivia left, so by all means, join in, have a bit of fun. This one's a picture round. So we're going to have pictures pop up on the screen. And it's going to be a little bit of text as well. So there's going to be text down here, a little bit of description and silhouette of famous Aussie icons. So you're going to need to tell me who the Aussie icons are. Don't put the answers in the comments. Don't put them in the comments. You'll be writing them down and then send them to me at the end of each round. Google form, if you can. This is the way you guys are going to be doing it over on Twitch. So without further ado, let's get the first one up, shall we? The first one looks a little bit like this. So, lead female role in the movie Grease. An on-and-off boyfriend who went missing in 2005 and still hasn't been found. Who is this famous Aussie icon? Number 1 here. And you're saying it's me? Well, I'm going to say no, because it's a lead female role, but I appreciate it. I mean, I would love to have had that role that she had in that movie, Grease. I would be way famous if I did. But no, unfortunately it wasn't me, but I appreciate the compliment. This person is a looker, so I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Hidalgo. That's awesome. But yes, so lead female role in the movie Grease. On the boyfriend went missing in 2005 hasn't been found. Silhouette of the person here. Question number 1 for the famous Aussie icons pitch around. Pitch around. That's right. And welcome again to all those on Twitch viewing. Feel free to play along. It's trivia. We do this every Tuesday and Friday, 7 PM PST, Pacific Standard Time. Carrie Ann says the boyfriend was apparently found in Mexico. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but there we go. We have an update on this little piece there of information. So the BF was apparently found in Mexico. Good to know. Question number 2 now. We have this one here, Silhouette. In many popular movies, Bush Christmas, Days of Thunder, Bangkok Hilton, and the others. First husband was Tom Cruise, now happily married to Keith Urban. So, who is this famous Aussie icon? In many popular movies, Bush Christmas, Days of Thunder, Bangkok Hilton, and the others. First husband was Tom Cruise, now happily married to Keith Urban. Harry Gandalf says this round is going to be tough. Well, I mean, they are famous enough that they are known around the world, Harry Gandalf. So I know you are an American, sir, so you should still know all these people. I guarantee you do know them. But they are famous Aussie icons. That's right, they all got their chance in Australia. Hidalgo is putting... we got some joke answers. So remember, we don't put answers in the comments, guys. There's this little mention here. If I move this way. This little mention there. Don't put the answers in the comments, but joke answers are okay. We're okay for joke answers, but just don't put actual answers in the comments, because it is a friendly competition here, you guys. Friendly competition, let's keep it that way. Some people for jokes are saying Michael Jackson and then Doris Day. And Kerry, again, no answers in the comments, please. Remember, this is a friendly competition. Do not put answers in the comments. I understand on this side. Alright, so I'm on this side now, Karen. And no, if you're asking me, Adasra, my name is not Timer, it is the People's Dwarf. Also known as Jeremy. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for tuning in and playing. Alright, number 3 now. Question number 3 is this one here. Now this person, this silhouette, the famous Aussie icon, had a successful career in film. Played a popular role as the Joker. Also starred in Brokeback Mountain and 10 Things I Hate About You. Had a successful career in film. Played a popular role as the Joker. Also starred in Brokeback Mountain and 10 Things I Hate About You. Nisra, the People's Dwarf, or Jay. Well, you can call me the People's Dwarf. That's my tag here on Twitch. The People's Dwarf. Good to see you. Good to meet you. We're doing trivia here. Feel free to play along. Just need a pen and paper. Write down your answers to what you think the answers to these questions are. And then you can send them to me using the Google form link. I can post it in the chat since a few more of you have joined since we've begun this round, which is very exciting. Submit your answers there. There you go. Just copied it in there for you guys. Number 4 now. This one here, I created and co-wrote the film Crocodile Dundee. Received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor as well as an Academy Award nomination for Best Screenplay. Number 4 here. Again, famous Aussie icons. Who is this? Created and co-wrote the film Crocodile Dundee. Received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor as well as an Academy Award nomination for Best Screenplay. Question 4. This one here, created and co-wrote the film Croc Dundee, Kerry. Just repeating the text on the screen. Received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor as well as an American Academy Award nomination, for Best Screenplay. And connection looks like it's okay on my end, so maybe that's possibly on your end, Kez. Hopefully it's okay and it fixes itself. That's question number 4 here. Almost halfway through the pitch round, guys. Here we go. Number 5 now. The eldest of 3 children, started acting on Australian soap TV show in 1985. Now, it's a type of show. It wasn't called soap, so it's just an Australian soap TV show in 1985. Have since gone on to become an international star with a singing career. Kerry, there'll be number 2 and 3 popping up for question repeats at the end of the round. So, end of the round, there's always question repeats. So, if you miss something, don't stress. There'll be question repeats at the end of each round. Harry Gandalf says, I know this one, but I can't remember his name. I'm hoping you mean question 4. Or question 5, actually. I don't know who you mean. But you'll find out. Hopefully you can guess the name. Remember, you don't lose any points for guessing, guys. No lost points for incorrect answers. Just points gained for correct answers. Number 6 now. Number 6. Question 4. Is what Arrogandolph was talking about. Yeah, you may get it. Hopefully it comes to you before we have to submit answers. Number 6 now. And all good, Kez. No worries. It is your first time playing, so I appreciate you asking the questions. That's how we learn. We ask questions and find out how the whole process works, and that's great. Number 6, I have won awards such as the 1998 Australian of the Year Award, the winner of the 1990 Young Australian of the Year Award. I also won a gold medal at the 2000 Olympic Games. Who am I? Heather Beck over in Facebook land. Hello, lovely. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. We're doing some Australian-themed trivia. Picture around with some text in the silhouette of famous Aussie icons. Hope you're doing well. Feel free to play along. You just send the answers to me at the end of each round, make note of them, and then send them to me at the end of each round. Don't put them in the comments. No spoilers. No spoilers. Question number 7 now. I'm a beauty queen, an entitled one. I was labelled Miss Universe of 2004. I am now a well-known Australian model and television presenter. I also have my own label. I just remember my brother actually wrote all these questions. He wanted to chime in and help me out with writing some trivia questions, and he wrote all these ones for this particular round. This night or day, this trivia session. So thank you for that, brother. Yes, I'm a beauty queen, an entitled one. I was labelled Miss Universe of 2004. I'm now a well-known Australian model and television presenter, and I also have my own label. Who am I? Famous Aussie icon here. Number 8 is the next one here. My nickname is The Body. I have a record 5 cover appearances for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. And on top of modelling, I'm a businesswoman, television host, and actress. Question number 8. Who am I? My nickname is The Body. I have a record 5 cover appearances for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. On top of modelling, I'm a businesswoman, television host, and actress. Hiroko Teranishi over on Facebook. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Almost at the end of the picture round, guys. Moving through nicely here. And Derek Houston Brown, it's been a while, mate. How are ya? Good to see you. We're doing the picture round. Famous Aussie icons. With some text descriptions too. Number 9. I am a designated Australian National Living Treasure. Also known for acting, presenting, comedy, teaching, and promoting. Originating for the Yamaji people of the Murchison. I should have really pronounced this prior to this, but doesn't matter. It's all good. I'm doing this live. It's a bit of fun. I'm going to try again. Originating for the Yamaji people of the Murchison region of Western Australia. There we go. I got it. Just like that, guys. Good stuff. See, you can tell if I wrote these questions, I would have already known that, but I didn't write these. These ones came from my brother, helping me out here. So I said I would put them on, include them, give them a shout out. Thanks, Trav. Legend. Good on you, Cobber. There you go, another Aussie slang right there. Cobber. So number 9 here. One more picture round question coming up. One more picture round question. Launching into the final one. This one here. I am widely known as one of the greatest racing drivers of my generation. I am a Porsche ambassador, Red Bull athlete, public speaker, and love my sports. Who am I? Famous Aussie icons. Australia themed trivia at home we're doing, guys. That's right, doing this from home because of the whole coronavirus situation. I do miss doing these at pubs and other venues out and about. I do miss socialising, I do miss my people, but I'm doing my part to help out. And also I don't have a choice because venues are shut down, so this is just me trying to keep my creativity alive. So I hope you guys appreciate it, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, let me know if you have any trivia theme ideas. I do put it out there, and I have included trivia nights that have been recommendations from viewers like you, sending me messages and being like, hey, this would be a really cool idea for a trivia session or a round idea for something. So definitely send them through. I always appreciate, other people's ideas and whatnot for trivia ideas and collaborating, coming up with stuff. I've got a whole list already, and a lot of them have come from people's recommendations and doing research and stuff myself and things I've experienced. So again, always love adding to it. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to send them through. Always welcome. But yeah, that is question 10, guys, which means this round is once again over. So question repeats are going to pop up. The pictures will be up on the screen. Unfortunately, the written descriptions won't be. They're a little bit trickier to fit in, but I've just got the silhouettes up there, so hopefully that'll be okay. But otherwise, you can try and have a guess, maybe from the silhouettes. And otherwise, when we get back, we're going to go through the answers to round 3's famous Aussie icons, what we've had this round for. So again, question repeats coming right up, and I'm going to launch into a break. Remember, check out the July schedule in the break screen so you guys can see what trivia nights are coming up and get excited. Tell your friends and family if you see something that catches your eye and you think you guys will do good with, or your friends or family would. Let them know what date it is, and then you can just tell them to hit up these links here, whether it's Facebook, my Twitch, YouTube, or Mixer, whichever one you want to use. Although I believe Mixer's ending possibly next week, so it'll just be the Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube options. But that's totally fine. But yeah, that's all good. But yeah, here we go, guys. Coming up with the question repeats and then a break. So again, stock up on your drinks, snacks. Use the restroom if you need to. Whatever you need to do, have a bit of a stretch. Limber up, get ready for the next round after we go through the answers to round 3. And we will be back very soon, guys. Thanks. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Whoop, there we are. We are back, ladies and gents. Welcome back. We are going through the answers to the picture round. So, thank you once again for sending through your answers. For those who did, I greatly appreciate it. Always welcome for any new teams jumping on halfway through, partway through. I mean, we're here just to have a bit of fun, guys. So again, enjoy yourselves. We're here for some trivia. We learn some fun stuff, have a few laughs, and then we finish off and wait until the next one comes around, which in this case will be in 3 days' time. The exact same time, Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. PST for California time. If you're maybe viewing in Melbourne, it'll be the following morning, so Wednesdays and Saturdays at 12 noon, or in Osaka, Japan, which is also was like a second or third home to me, 11 a.m. the following day from those. So that's all good, but yeah, let's get through all this now, go through the answers to the picture round questions, guys. So, for question number 1 was this. Lead role in lead female role in the movie Grease, on and off boyfriend went missing in 2005, hasn't been found. The answer we're looking for is this lovely lady, Olivia Newton-John, and apparently was updated, and apparently the boyfriend has been found over in Mexico, so that's great news to hear. And Akito Shigeyoshi over in the Facebook land, thank you for joining. Welcome, good sir. Gone through the answers to round 3's trivia picture round, famous Aussie icons. Number 2 now, we have this lady here in many movies. I just said lady, I don't know. Oh, yeah, lady, first husband. I mean, I know same-sex marriage and stuff, but, you know, I just gave it away. That's okay, that's fine, that's how it works. I just gave it away. You've sent your answers anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say from now on. It's totally fine. If I can give it away, we're about to go through the answers. That's what we're doing. In many popular movies, Bush Christmas, Days of Thunder, Bangkok Hilton, and the others. First husband was Tom Cruise, now happily married to Keith Urban. It is indeed Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman. Number 2 there. Number 2, Nicole Kidman. There we go. Number 3, had a successful career in film. Played a popular role as the Joker. Also starred in Brokeback Mountain and 10 Things I Hate About You. Absolute legend of an actor. I love this guy. Heath Ledger is what we're looking for here. Heath Ledger, and a shame he's no longer with us. Tough times for him, obviously. But yeah, absolute talented actor. But yeah, Heath Ledger for number 3 there. Number 4, this person here, looks like they're wearing some sort of a hat in that silhouette. I created and co-wrote the film Crocodile Dundee, received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, as well as an Academy Award nomination for Best Screenplay. Overlord Harry Gandalf says, yes, it was indeed tragic for Heath Ledger in the previous question. I agree, good sir. This one here is Paul Hogan. Paul Hogan is the name we're looking for. Crocodile Dundee. Paul Hogan is what we're looking for number 4. Number 5 now. Eldest of 3 children. Started acting on an Australian soap TV show in 1985. Have since gone on to become an international star with a singing career. Well, if you know this lovely face here, it is Kylie Minogue. Kylie Minogue, ladies and gentlemen. Again, so much talent in these famous Aussie icons we've got going on here. Kylie Minogue for number 5. Number 6, I have won awards such as the 1998 Australian of the Year Award, the winner of the 1990 Young Australian of the Year Award, and I also won a gold medal at the 2000 Olympic Games. I remember watching this and it was awesome. Now this person here is the one and only Kathy Freeman. Kathy Freeman, good on ya. Amazing Aussie icon there. Yuriko Kitano, Sachibudi, welcome. Yokoso, we're doing trivia. Australia themed trivia, famous Aussie icons we're doing here. So number 7 now. I am a beauty queen, an entitled one. I was labelled Miss Universe of 2004 and I'm a well-known Australian model and television presenter. I also have my own label. Well, it was this lovely lady here, Jennifer Hawkins. Jennifer Hawkins is what we're looking for famous Aussie icons. Number 7 there. Number 8 we have now, my nickname is The Body. I have a record 5 cover appearances for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. On top of modelling, I'm a businesswoman, television host, and actress. This would be Elle Macpherson. Elle Macpherson we're looking for here for famous Aussie icons. Elle Macpherson. Then we have number 9. Moving on, almost at the end of the picture round, guys. One more round to go after this. I'm a designated Australian National Living Treasure, also known for acting, presenting, comedy, teaching and promoting, originating from the Yamachi people of the Murchison region of Western Australia. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think I did good. It is Ernie Dingo. Ernie Dingo is what we're looking for here for number 9. Famous Aussie right there. And of course, number 10, finishing off, I am widely known as one of the greatest racing drivers of my generation. I'm a Porsche ambassador, Red Bull athlete, public speaker, and love my sports. You'd be looking at Mark Webber. Mark Webber is what we're looking for here for number 10. Number 10's Mark Webber. So hopefully you guys did well with that particular picture round right there. The mic decided to go and mute itself when I push that space bar to get rid of the other stuff on the screen, as it seems to do sometimes. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did well for the picture round. Congratulations for those who did do well. And it doesn't matter, even if you didn't, it's okay. You played, you're moving on, I appreciate it. I'm here to encourage you. Job well done anyway. Job well done just for being here and playing and having a good time. That's what we're here for. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, we are moving into the final round, the confidence round. That's what we're doing here. Confidence round trivia. We are at the end. The queen being bit at the end. Yes, there we go. Queen being bit. There we go. Kerry over on Facebook. The chat stream over there. But yes, so I'm going to pop this camera up a little bit because I've decided to take a seat. I'll pop a little bit. There we go. I started to make up names at the end, says Harry Gandalf. Did you now? Feel free to share the made-up names that you made at the end. I mean, I've got your answers anyway, so I can have a giggle when I look at them. But yeah, feel free to let us know a couple of made-up names if you'd like. But yeah, so number 4, guys. Round 4 is like this. A little bit different from the previous rounds that we've had. This is called the confidence round. And the way it works is that it's going to be testing your confidence. And what I mean by that is it's 10 random questions. It's all Australia-based because the entire trivia is Australia-based. But sometimes when it's just random trivia on its own, it's literally 10 random questions from anywhere. But it is 10 random Australia-themed questions. Not any particular theme of Australia, but just Australia in general. And the way it works is that you are going to rank your answers from 10 to 1. 10 being the highest and most confident, 1 being the lowest and least confident. So, in regards to that, you can only use each ranking number once. So say, for example, whatever question number 3 is, if you're like, oh my god, I know the answer to this, boom, I want to put 10 next to that. Now, that would be a great idea because the reason is, points are given based on the rank numbers. So, if you're if you're the question number 3 and you put a 10 next to that, if you get that correct, you get 10 points for that answer alone. Just there, 10 points. But you can only use each rank number once, so use your numbers wisely when you're ranking them. So wait until the end of the round, until we've got all the questions revealed and you know what's been asked for this particular round, and then go through and rank them 10 to 1. You only use each rank number once, so use them wisely, and then whatever ranking numbers you put next to your answers, for each correct answer, you get the rank number as a score, or as point totals. You can get a possible 55 points just in this round alone, guys. Big points. Big round, hence why it's the last round, and hence why it's a little more randomized, so it's a little bit trickier. So that's what the round is about. And again, same applies to the previous rounds. Don't put answers in the comments. Use a pen and paper to write down the answers, keep track of your ranking and answers, and then submit them to me at the end of each round. Now, if using the Google form, when you're writing down the answers in the actual question number slots, put a dash next to it, or a space, or a comma, or something to separate your answer, and then put the rank number next to it. So say for some reason you're going to put Australia for question number 4, then put a dash and then put 3 for your rank number, okay? And that way I know the answer that you've submitted and the rank number that you've submitted next to that, okay? And that way I've got a copy of it, you have a copy of it, and we're all A-okay to move forward. Kerry, during that you mentioned that Mark Webber is from Queanbeyan. Oh, there you go. Okay, so number 10 in the picture round. The previous round, Mark Webber is actually Queanbeyan, which is where Kerry is from. Over in Australia, up in Canberra, mate, yeah. So yes, alright guys, so let's move into the questions. Moving into Australia questions is this. What year was the first Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras held? What year was the first Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras held? Question number 1. For round 4's final round, confidence round, here we go. I love how this mug says, all you need is love and coffee, which is totally true, except I'm drinking whiskey in this, so it needs to be like a little add-on that says whiskey and whiskey. But that's okay. No, sometimes I've had coffee and whiskey, but because it's late tonight and I don't really need the coffee, it's just whiskey. But yeah, what year was the first Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras held? Question number 1 there. Number 2 is this. The well-known Australian bushranger and outlaw Ned Kelly was sentenced to death by execution in 1854. What were his famous last words? The well-known Australian bushranger and outlaw Ned Kelly was sentenced to death by execution in 1854. What were his famous last words? Ned Kelly. I believe Heath Ledger actually portrayed him in a film. Heath Ledger from the Picture Round. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. He did, didn't he? He did. Pretty sure he did. Very certain he did. Aussies, correct me. Help me out. Confirm. Confirm for me. Or say fair dinkum. No, that's not what it is. Fair dinkum is like confirmation, asking for confirmation. Fair dinkum? Heath Ledger played Ned Kelly? Is that what I'm doing? That's totally not how you use it. That's totally not how you use that swag. It would be Ned Kelly played... Oh, sorry. Heath Ledger played Ned Kelly, and then you would say, fair dinkum. That's how it's used. Not if I'm asking for it the other way around. But yes, what were his famous last words, Ned Kelly? Number 3, Steve Irwin, the wildlife expert and environmentalist, was known by what nickname? Steve Irwin, the wildlife expert and environmentalist, was known by what nickname? Question number 3 now. How are we doing for time? We're doing okay for time. We're doing good for time. Steve Irwin. What was his nickname, guys? What was his nickname? Unfortunately, no longer with us. Getting someone gone too soon. Absolute classic of a bloke. Number 4. What date? Now, on the day, month, and year was same-sex marriage made illegal in Australia? Now, again, these questions are trickier, hence because there's bigger points up the grabs. So I can't just be giving out 55 points, guys. You got to work with them. You got to know some knowledge. You got to hopefully use some teammates. No phoning that Google friend. That's not how it works. No cheating. If you've got friends that live with you, by all means, you can ask them. Get them involved. Or family. But no phoning Google. Alright? Testing our knowledge here. And if you don't get it right, that's fine. We learn stuff. And we go through the answers. And that's the whole purpose of trivia. We have fun. We share knowledge. And we learn stuff. And have a laugh when we're at it. Why not? Hey, why not? Aussie, come on! Number 5. In what year did the GST come into effect in Australia? The GST is a form of tax for those who aren't Australian. In what year did the GST come into effect in Australia? Kerry says, Google is my friend. Google is everybody's friend. Except Yahoo's. Kind of sad for Yahoo. Like, nobody ever said, let me Yahoo it. Or if you're like, someone asks a question, you'd be like, Google it. No one said Yahoo it. That was never a phrase that caught on. And Yahoo was around before Google. I feel bad for Yahoo. I'm sorry, man. I mean, I used you before Google came along, but Google just seemed to just go with it, and it worked. And it's doing well. Good on them. Whatever they did it well. Good on you. Number 6 now, we're over halfway. In what year was the White Australia policy finally abolished? In what year was the White Australia policy finally abolished? That's right, they got rid of it, as they bloody well should have. Kerry asked for repeats for 4 and 3. They will be coming up at the end of the round, kids. At the end of each round, question repeats will pop up on the screen, so you'll be able to see 3 and 4 and any other questions you need. They're up there for about a minute, 45 seconds to a minute, depending on how generous I am with time. But yeah, they'll be up on the screen after we get to the end. So we go through all the questions and then question repeats pop up at the end. In what year was the White Australia policy finally abolished? Question number 6. Then number 7. In what year did Australia host its very first Olympic Games, and which state held it? Harry Gandalf says, I don't think we ever talked about Australia in any history class I've ever taken. America, what is wrong with you? Learn history of other countries, dang it. We learned some of yours. I mean, we learned a lot of ours, obviously, because we're Australia, but we still learned world history. Did you not have a world history here, Gandalf? You didn't have world history class or anything like that? We had a world history. We learned history from different worlds. I said, different worlds, clown, different countries is what I meant. See? And this is the laughs I talk about. This is the laughs that we have. You laugh at my expense for making an absolute mistake right there. Canada too. So you learned about Canada? Or you didn't learn about Canadian history. They're literally your neighbours. God. I mean... American history classes, seriously, man. I get it. Teach about your history and teach about your history. But, you know, there's other countries and cultures in the world, man. Learn that shit. Oh, excuse my language. Oh, it says you had world history, but were mainly focused on Africa, Europe, and Asia, and you didn't learn about Canada. Okay, well, at least you got some of the different continents in. But shame you didn't get Canada and you didn't get Australia. That's upsetting. Do you think Canada is one of your neighbours, which is just weird. They're like right there. Because they'll be like, hey neighbour, how you doing? And be like, good. And they know stuff about you and you're like, do you like stuff? And it's just awkward. You don't learn anything. Kerry mentions we never learned anything about Aboriginal history. That's also true. Oh, we learned a little bit actually. I actually did a school project on Aboriginal history. So I will say definitely not enough about Aboriginal history. I'll agree with you there. But we did learn a little bit about it. I had to study a book about the stolen generation. I can't remember what the book was called, but it was about the stolen generation, and we watched a film about it too. And I also did a project in a history class, maybe year 9, year 8, or something like that, and it was about Aboriginal history. So we did learn bits of it. So, not zero, maybe not enough, but we did get a bit. I do remember doing those projects, learning some stuff about it. It's good fun. Alright, I've sat on question number 7 for a while now. Let's move on. Number 8. Which 2 Australian animals appear on the Australian coat of arms? Which 2 Australian animals appear on the Australian coat of arms? Now I want both of the animals. Both of the animals. Well, that's that drink done. I guess I'm onto the waters. The rabbit fence. Ah, yes, that's what it was, Karen Graham. Thank you. Did you read that too? The rabbit-proof fence. Rabbit-proof fence. That's what it was. The rabbit-proof fence. That was the book. Did you read that as well in school? Or did you just read it in general? Because you wanted to, or someone recommended it or something. But yeah, the rabbit-proof fence. That's what it was. Good work. Love the memory trigger. Well, Harry Gandalf, in regards to you not learning about Canada or Australia, since leaving school, have you learned anything about them? Apart from obviously what this trivia is teaching you about Australia, which, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of history in there, but not history class stuff. Ah, you saw the film. Okay, yep. I think I saw the film too. We studied the film as well, and we read the book. Number 9 now. Which state was formerly known as the capital of Australia before handing the title over to Canberra in May of 1927? I didn't actually know this. I thought that it was just always Canberra as the capital of Australia. But, nope. Nope. Bit more info there. Let me just scroll down this for a sec. Sorry. Rephrase that. Which city, not state, which city was formerly known as the capital of Australia? For handing the title over to Canberra. So which Australian city? You can tell me what state it's in as well if you like, but I'm looking for the Australian city, sorry, not state, city. City. And Carrie says, Philip Nice did rabbit-proof fence. Awesome. Good to know. See, I'm loving all these little trace back through history here. I'm learning stuff now as well, or remembering stuff. And then Karen says, do you know why these two animals were chosen as the coat of arms? I will ask you after we go through the answers, Karen. So, I do not, actually. I do not. But I will ask you afterwards. Definitely ask you afterwards. Because, hey, we're all here to learn and have a good time. And number 10 here. There are 7 national symbols of Australia. 7. Name any 2. Now, if you only get 1, you'll just get half the confidence ranking point amount. So, say for this one, you try and guess the 2 of the national symbols of Australia. There's 7 of them, so you only need 2 of them. If you get 1 and not the other, whatever ranking number you put next to it, say you put 6 there, you'll get 3. All right, instead of the full 6. Okay, so it's half if you get 1. But if you get both or any of the 2, then you get your full ranking points that you put. All right. Harry Gandalf got back and said, I learned a bit after I graduated. I learned about the small island and indigenous population living in Tanzania. Oh, there you go. You learned some history, mate. Wait, Tanzania? Or did you mean Tasmania? Isn't Tanzania, like, a separate country or city in its own? Why do I feel like... Was that a typo or was that a spelling correction? Do I want flowers or animal? Actually, well, technically, because there's 7 of them, it's any of them. You can give me any of the 2 national... any of the 2 out of the 7 national symbols of Australia, Karen. So you don't have to give me all 7. Just choose 2 of them. You said the flowers or the animals? Well, in the answers... I guess if you maybe mention about the flowers if you're asking about that. So give me the flowers. Yeah, Tanzania's in Africa. Okay. Yeah, Tanzania. Oh, yeah, okay. Harry Gandalf, he misspelled it. He meant Tasmania. I thought so. Yes, Tanzania is in Africa. Thank you, Karen. So there we go. Tanzania is in Africa. But yes, no, he meant Tasmania. So he learned about the small island and indigenous population living in Tasmania. That's really cool, but also super random, Harry Gandalf, that you learned that. Was that like in college, or how did you come across learning that? What made you look into that? Did you meet someone that was like from there or something? Because I mean, Tasmania is like such a small part of Australia too. So to narrow it down like that, that's also very specific. So I'm kind of curious to learn what triggered the study of that part. That's really cool. That's really cool. I love that you took the initiative too. Nice one. Nice one. Alright, so those are the questions for number 10, guys. Every time I push space, it makes it go mute. I don't know why it wants to do that. So, again, question repeats are going to pop up on the screen for you. So if you missed anything, they'll pop up on the screen so you guys can check them. They'll be there for about a minute each, as in questions 1 to 5, and then 6 to 10. Then we're going to launch into our last break. Well, actually, no, second last break, because I have to have a break when I'm double-checking your scores to make sure everything's added up correctly. So, yes, we're going to go into a break after we go through the question repeats. Tanzania, pronounced. Oh, I call it Tanzania, but it's Tanzania. Tanzania. Thanks, Kerry. See, we're learning. I'm learning, and you guys are now learning through my mistakes. So there we go. It's a shared community that we have here. You guys are my people. I'm the People's Dwarf. You guys are my people. That's how it is. I'm calling you that. That's great. I just came up with that now, so that's how it's going to work. But yes, so, question repeats coming up on the screen for you. Then we're going to launch into a break, so get those answers sent through to me. Remember, you're going to rank your answers 10 to 1. Now that you know all the questions, rank your answers 10 to 1. 10 being the most confident, 1 being the least confident. You're going to use each ranking number once. So once you've used 10, the next highest you can use is a 9, then an 8, then a 7, then a 6, then a 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down to 1. Again, you don't lose points for any incorrect answers, you just gain points for correct answers. Same for this round as well. So again, submit those through to me if you're using the Google form. Remember to put the ranking number next to the answer in the corresponding section that you're putting the answers in. If you're using the Facebook option, just put the number next to your answer when you're screenshotting it and sending it to me so I know which rank score you're applying to which answer. But yes, incoming question repeats for all of you, and then a break, which you also well deserve. And yeah, we'll be back soon with the answers to round 4, guys, and then we're going to go find out who's winning tonight's Australia themed trivia. Back soon.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed you. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when
Alright, ladies and gents, we are back. That's right, round 4's answers. Thank you all for sending through your answers through to me, so that way I can have a copy of those, so I can double check all the scores once we get through it, which is great. And thanks for hanging around, all of you there. We got Chunzi and Nobuyuki tuning in over on Facebook. Thanks and good to see ya. We're tuning in, and yeah, we're going through Trivia Live here, Aussie edition, Australia edition. Going back to go through the answers to round 4. Harry Gandalf says, sorry, my phone randomly restarted. I didn't submit my answer before it happened. He says, I learned about it on Netflix. There was a documentary covering it. That's good to know. Netflix covering the doco is good stuff. And just go through the answers. I really don't know the answers to them, but it's been a good learning experience. Well, I'm glad, Harry Gandalf. I'm glad that you are appreciating the learning experience here through Trivs at Home. That's what we do here. Learn and have a good time. So, without further ado, I'm actually going to go pull up my answers from my little answer sheet over here. Now that I know that everyone submitted all of them, which is great and good to know. So I'll keep that in mind. Alright, so as I scroll through, where are we? Nope, I think I scrolled all the way down. Oh, that's right, because I was checking something else out. So, question number 1. What year was the first Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras held? That was in 1978. 1978 was the year we were looking for, alright? So 1978. If you were a year above or below that, I'll give it to you as well. But yeah, so 1978 was the answer. If you said 77 or 79, you'll get the points as well, okay? So I'll give you a leverage of 1 year either way. Question number 2 now. The well-known Australian bushranger and outlaw Ned Kelly was sentenced to death by execution in 1854. What were his famous last words? His famous last words were, such is life. Such is life. There you go. His famous last words, such is life there. Number 3, Steve Irwin, the wildlife expert and environmentalist, was known by what nickname? Well, that would be the Crocodile Hunter. The Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin. What a legend that guy still is. Was a legend when he was alive, and he still is even after death. Unfortunately, he's passed on. Number 4, what date and the day, month, and year was same-sex marriage made legal in Australia? Well, that would be 9th of December in 2017. So only about 2.5 years ago. 9th of December 2017 is what we're looking for there. 9th of December 2017. So 9/12/17. Or if you're an American, 17/12. Wait, no, that's not right. 12/9/17. If you're writing the date like Americans do, which I'm starting to learn since being over here for a while. Number 5, in what year did the GST come into effect in Australia? Well, that would be the year 2000. The year 2000. The millennium is ticked over. 1st of July. Year 2000 was when it came into effect. Law was passed in 1999, but it came into effect in 2000. Number 6, in what year was the White Australia policy finally abolished? That would be 1973, and that should have been abolished a long time, even before that, but it was finally abolished in 1973. There you go. So again, if you have 74 or 72, points to you for that. Number 7 now, what year did Australia host its very first Olympic Games, and in which state was it held? Well, that would be 1956, and it was in Melbourne. Melbourne, my hometown, my city. That's right, Melbourne. Melbourne's the world's most livable city for a lot of it. You put 1999 for which one, Karen? For the GST? Well, since I've done a year plus and a year down for the year questions, if that was for the GST question, then you get it. So, for the GST question, even though it was 2000, if you said 99 or 2001, I'll give you that. So, a year either way for the year questions. So, same with the 2017, 2018, or 2016. For the 2000, 99, or 2001. 1973, so 74, 72. Yes. Oh, which state? Sorry, not Melbourne. Yes. Well, I'm going to correct my brother on that one, and also myself. I didn't proofread it. Sorry, Victoria. Victoria was the state. Melbourne was the city. The year was 1956. Thank you, mother, for correcting me. Also correct Travis, because he was the one that wrote these questions. But also you correcting me because I didn't proofread them enough. I did catch it in a different question. I didn't realize it happened in this question as well, so that was my mistake. It was 1956 in Victoria, but Melbourne was the city we were looking for. Number 6, what is that policy? Harry Gandalf, I will send that to you after all this, because I want to get these questions out of the way, but I will definitely get that answer to you in regards to what is that policy. I'll talk to you after this about it. Number 8, which 2 Australian animals appear on the Australian coat of arms? Well, the 2 animals are the red kangaroo and the emu. So the kangaroo and the emu, and Karen Graham, I believe you had a little fun fact in regards to why it's these 2 animals. So if you want to post that in the comments, so I'm just biting my nail because it's coming off. If you want to post it in the comments, I can also read that little fun fact out for us. So it is indeed the red kangaroo and the emu for number 8 there. Number 9, which state was formerly known as the capital of Australia for handing the title over to Canberra in May of 1927? Well, not state. This one was where I corrected it and said city. So which city? The city was Melbourne. Also the same as the previous question. The Olympics question. So Melbourne was the city, the state of Victoria, but that's not actually the capital of Australia. Victoria isn't the capital of Australia. Or wasn't. It was Melbourne. So Melbourne was the city. Just incorrect choice of word there. The kangaroo and the emu can't go backwards, so they use the coat of arms because they can't go backwards. There you go. So the Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo and emus, they can't go backwards. So that's what those animals were used for. There you go. Fun facts. Harry Gandalf, that's a fun fact right there for you. You're learning about Australian history. There's a little cool fun fact thanks to Karen Graham over on the Facebook feed there. Dropping that in the comments for us. Appreciate that. And number 10. There are 7 national symbols of Australia. Name any 2 of them. So, let's go through these national symbols. First one is the Australian National Anthem. So, Advance Australia Fair. Second one is the Royal Anthem. God Save the Queen. Third one is the Australian flag with the Union Jack, Southern Cross and Commonwealth Star. Then we have the Coat of Arms of Australia, which is the native animal's floral emblem and a shield. We also have Australian national colours, green and gold, hence the bandana. The national floral emblem, so the golden wattle, the Acacia piscinantha benth. I think that's how it's pronounced. They're on separate lines because for some reason it's switched over. Acacia piscinantha benth is what I'm trying to go with it. And the national gemstone, which is the opal, which is also one of the sporting teams, the opals. So there we go. Those are the 7 that we had written down. If you got any of those 2, you got points, full confidence points for that. If you got just one of them, half of your confidence points for that. And yes, Tasmanian tiger was a cool animal, and indeed it did go extinct. But there you go, Harry Gandalf. Thanks for letting us know. Tasmanian tiger was pretty cool indeed. Was very, very cool. The wattle. Did you mention the... Oh yeah, the golden wattle. The national floral emblem. Is that what you mean, Mother? The golden wattle? The Acacia piscinantha benth? I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a long spelling word. Acacia, then it's Piscnanthabenth. But yes, that's the golden wattle. So if you put the wattle, then yes, you get the point. You're good with that. Alright, so those are the answers, guys. So hopefully you did well. And great, okay, that's confirmed with Mother. That was what she meant. Awesome. So yes, if those were the answers that you got, tally up your confidence answer scores now. Now, for those submitting on the Google Forms, what you got to do is, instead of choosing which round number, there's a section in that same spot where it says Submitting Final Score. So I want you to select that, obviously put your team name there, select Submitting Final Score, and then put your total score in the checkbox, I believe, or the section just underneath that. So your total score will be put into that. Now, while you guys are doing that, all those on the Facebook Messenger option, just do the final score in like a circle and send it to me as a picture or something. I'm going to double check that with the answers that you have sent through to me to make sure that the math adds up, because 2 heads are better than 1. So I'm going to throw up the break screen one more time for the rest of you. While I'm pushing buttons over here, apologies. So I'm going to throw the break screen up for the rest of you while I'm double checking scores. And then we'll come back, we'll announce the winners of today's Australia-themed trivia, and then that'll be the end of it. So again, thanks for your patience, guys. Hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves. Feel free to drop a tip in the links here on the PayPal, Venmo, or PayPal screen for Risa as well. I know she didn't perform tonight, but she will be back on Friday or Saturday for you guys in Australia. Or in the UK as well. It's early morning there, or Osaka. But yeah, so feel free, if you enjoyed it, to drop a tip in these little links here in the meantime. But otherwise, we're going to launch into the break screen while I double check all your scores, and then we're going to announce the winners of tonight's trivia. Yeah, alright, so we'll be back soon, guys.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed a little. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappanzee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you then. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wedding wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before.
Boom! Alright, we are back! Excuse me while I just cleared my throat there. Alright guys, thank you for sending through your scores. I have double checked things and everything looks good on my end. So, I'm going to read out the placings of everybody, and congrats and thanks for everybody who actually played. Ooh, we have a question from Harry Gandalf. Sorry, I missed it, buddy. Do Aussies say chicken sanger instead of chicken sandwich? I guess we would say maybe, yeah, chicken sanger for short. So, yeah, we were like, oh yeah, I want a chicken sanger. But I guess if we were ordering it, maybe if we were, I guess, trying to be proper, we would say a chicken sandwich or whatever, or chicken burger, depending on what it is. But yeah, chicken sanger. So we would definitely say sanger instead of sandwich for short. So, yeah, you answer that question, Harry Gandalf. Yes, we would say sanger. Chicken sanger instead of chicken sandwich. So there you go. Alrighty guys, so score announcements are this. Gandalf on 22 points. Unfortunately, he didn't get his last round questions in because he had to reset his phone, but that's fine. He's appreciating the whole learning of Australian history and stuff, which is great, and I've got to actually send him a message about something he did ask as well after all this, so I'll get onto that as well. But good work, Gandalf. Appreciate you being here. Then we had Come On Leighton, obviously a tennis star or tennis following team over there, on 28 points. Congratulations to those guys. Then we had Pigeon and Penguin on the 35, another regular team here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We had Aussie on 42 in 4th place, which then puts Kezi on 48, first-time player on 3rd place. I know I forgot to announce the team names, Karen. I totally forgot. I apologize for no team name announcing. Normally, I do announce team names when I'm given them, and I totally slipped up on that, so I apologize, guys. We didn't get the team names, but I'm announcing them now, just with scores along with it. So, apologize for that, Karen Graham. But yeah, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure I do it as from next week again. Yes, Kezi, first-time player on 3rd place, got 48 points. Then we had Honey Bear on 65.5 points. regular team player as well. Congrats there. And then the winners tonight were Group on 71.5 points. So congratulations to Team Group on taking out first place tonight. Hopefully you guys had a great time. You learned a little bit of Australian history and random Aussie slang. Learned about some Australian icons in the picture round. Just anything Aussie. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys had fun. Remember, if you did really enjoy it, you want to show me some love, or Risa as well, we got our little PayPal and Venmo links down there, so you can throw us a little bit of spare change if you like to help us out. Obviously, times have been a little bit tough, and we understand, but hey, if you can help us out, that'll be awesomely appreciated. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. You guys have been amazing. I've been amazing. We'll be back on Friday or Saturday, depending on where you're viewing this from, with, I believe it's a cats and dogs themed round, according to the schedule. The schedule's going to come up in the end screen when I'm finished talking anyway, so you can double check on what's coming up with the trivia nights for the next month. So the entire month of July, all the trivia themes are up there for you guys to study up on. But again, thanks for tuning in, guys. You guys have been awesome. We've been awesome. Have yourselves a great and safe week. Look after each other, and we'll catch you again on Friday for the next Trivs at Home session. Thanks, guys. And if you've liked all the stuff you've been here, feel free to jump on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/thepeoplesdwarf, and also youtube.com/Jeremy-Hallam. Give those likes and subscribes and follows as well, so you can keep up to date with other videos that I post. Not just trivia, there's other stuff I do as well. But again, thanks, guys. Be safe, take care of each other, and yeah, we'll see you guys again soon. Love yous.